Hello again. It's time for another short video update. I'm Randy. This is Gwen, my wife, and we want to let you know a little bit about what went on the last week and what our plans are for next week and what we'd like for you to pray about. So last week was a pretty busy week. Sunday morning, I actually preached a sermon from the bedroom at 6 o'clock in the morning. And that was live streamed into Thailand and Pakistan, and then we went up to North Texas to Sherman, and we're at a nice church there.
Yes, the pastor and his wife, Rob and Cheryl Shepherd, I both graduated from high school with both of them, so it was good to see them and have some fellowship time with them.
Yeah, we're here at a park near our house, and it's a little bit windy today, so I hope you can hear us okay.
And it's a little cool, 63, so I'm enjoying the cooler weather.
Yes, it's actually a very beautiful day today. It's overcast, but nice and cool, and we're certainly enjoying the change in the weather. So today's 9/11, and of course we remember. And where were you on 9/11?
I was in Mexico. Lee had just turned 2, and I was expecting Cynthia and wondering what in the world was going to be like when my kids grew up. And it was a little bit of fear. All of my family is from Virginia, and they were very close to DC, and so it took several hours to get a phone call through, but they were all fine. But it was definitely a day that changed a lot of things in the world, and for once in my life I actually felt like I was safer in another country.
Yeah, where we were at that time in Mexico, we didn't even have electricity. We were so far up in the mountains, we're more likely to bump into Osama bin Laden hiding than to be attacked by terrorists. I remember I was teaching a class, an English class at the time. It was early in the morning, probably about 7:15, 7:30, and same as Gwen, I went over to my mom and dad's trailer where they had news and began watching it, and I was thinking the same thing, because we knew we were expecting a daughter, and I thought, wow, what kind of a world will she come into, and what will the world be like when she's a young person? So, those are the things that we remember about 9/11. And looking back, there were 2 events in my life that really helped get us to where we are today, and 9/11 was one of them. The other one was the Christmas tsunami of 2004. Those 2 events in my lifetime were major events, and the Lord used both of those terrible tragedies to help me understand where it was He wanted me to be and what it was He wanted me to be doing. Had you told me 20 years ago that I would be in Southeast Asia working with Muslims and connecting with people in Pakistan, I never would have believed it. But the Lord used those 2 events and other events in our lives to move us in that direction. Even in the most horrible things that happen, God can take these things and help them turn out for good. And even through the tragedy of 9/11, we saw some wonderful things in our country as it came together after 9/11, and then also Christian missionaries being mobilized, not just in America, but around the world, and people in Islamic states, many converting to Christ because they saw the violence in Islam. And so God can use even the most horrible event for His honor and glory. So we remember 9/11, and we set our alarm clocks, and even though we're not in America, we are patriotic. And Gwen decided she was wearing red, white, and blue today, so I had to match up as much as I could. So what are our plans for this upcoming week? We're going to be at a church in Fort Worth and Hearst this coming Sunday, and then Weatherford Sunday night. We're going to be traveling a lot. We're heading to Illinois next week. So just a lot of driving. Cynthia's doing good in school.
Yes, she is. And Wednesday night at their church, they had a special service remembering 9/11, and so we got to watch that live stream and got to see her sing in the choir, so it was a double blessing. Yes,
Dr. Sexton did a wonderful job with their presentation and had several politicians there from the local area come in, and I think that was really good. So this is 19 years now since 9/11, and most of the students there at Crown, or a lot of them anyway, weren't even born when 9/11 happened, like Cynthia. And so it's good for them to be reminded of these historical events that happened in our country's history. So pray for us. We're going to be traveling a lot. We're still preaching in as many churches as we can get in before we head back to Thailand. our new return target date is probably going to be in January. Things just keep getting delayed in Thailand and pushed back more and more, so we're praying about getting back as soon as possible, but it looks like it may be after the new year. So is that it?
Well, we had one milestone in our family this week. Our oldest child turned 21.
Yeah, he made it to 21. So good job, Lee.
Yeah, it was a blessing to be able to be here with him this year, since we were in Thailand last year and couldn't spend his 20th birthday.
Missed his 20th. We were here for his 21st, and he got some stuff, and so he's at work today.
Yeah.
And we'll be working on his truck. He's having trouble with his transmission. We're working on that. His papa is, and me, and between the three of us, maybe we'll figure it out. So just be in prayer for our kids. Cynthia in college, Lee's working here, the other three that are traveling around with us, and as we're traveling to churches also. So I suppose that's all for this week. Again, we always say this, but we really mean it. Thank you for praying for us. Thank you for supporting us financially. And until next week, God bless you.